good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Thanks, guys, for being on. We're excited to have you here on October 27th on Monday, depending on if you're watching the replay or if you're coming to us from the down under, if from Australia. This may be Tuesday for you. So we're happy to have you guys here. Thank you guys for being on. We've got a whole lot of fun things to kind of share with you, some different things to show you. And we're also going to officially launch the merchant developer position promoter member type, I guess is the best way to put it, tonight with you guys as well. We've got a great training on affiliates and affiliate acquisition, some really amazing different kind of just industry facts and some training for you guys from Karen. And we've got a fun night for you guys, some different information that we've had kind of brewing. So this will be exciting for you guys. So let us know where you're calling in from. As we're going through, if you have any questions, we've been making some different tweaks and some additions and fixes and improvements along the way now that the marketplace has officially launched. So if you guys have not gone to shoply.com, please make sure that you also do that so that you can see the new marketplace. Every single day, we've got new merchants that are logging on that have made either the migration over from the previous version or are coming on for the first time. I think today, they were counting that we have around 3,800 different SKUs and products available on the site, with all the different merchants that we have that have already come over. So that's very, very exciting, whether that's just different versions, different colors, different options that all the merchants offer. We have a whole lot of different things, and it's getting exciting. It's getting really cool to see all the different work that everyone's been doing, finally starting to kind of pay off and show up. And we're excited to share at least some of that with you. I'm going to get us kind of kicked off today. So thank you guys for being here. I'm going to kick it over to Rachel, and she's going to go ahead and start with the updates, a lot of the different fixes, and the improvements that the team has been working on behind the scenes to make sure your user experience and your customers' user experience is as fantastic as possible for everybody. So, Rachel, I'll kick it over to you.
Thank you so much, Stacey. Hi, guys. It's a pleasure to be here with you all. We are, a week into everything being live and open. Stacey's probably
Mhm.
touched on this. I was running a little late trying to get things organized, but wow, what a 10 days it's been. And I think you've probably heard Nick say several times on a lot of the calls is this is the worst it's going to look. And what's really exciting to me is if this is the worst it's going to look, then wow, I cannot wait for the rest of it. But things have been moving along really, really quickly. Any little issues that have been reported, we've been jumping in and fixing. And to be honest with you, they have been very, very minimal, which is great. And we've got the great tech team behind us that are just on fixing everything. And the feedback from a lot of people out there is really, really exciting. I think I've spent a bit of time, going to a lot of women in leadership events over the last couple of weeks, just showcasing Shoply, what's coming, and what's really exciting is there are very few discussions where people aren't grabbing me afterwards going, "Oh, wow, Rachel, this is really exciting." And I think, what's really getting them is the affiliate marketing side of things and the influencers. A lot of them in that space don't realize they're an influencer until you start actually having that discussion with them. As a woman in a leadership role, they've already got 6 or 7 thousand followers on, combined on their Facebook channels, and they're recommending restaurants or they're recommending tutoring schools for their children, and they're putting all of that up and people are following them, and sitting down and having a discussion with them that you are a nano influencer. A lot of them are just looking at the content, looking at the stats and going, wow, I really am. And I think we're just going to take you through some of those updates. And, that discussion leads into the first update that we have there, which is the marketplace and Facebook sharing. So let me just see if I can get it to work for you. Stace, I may I'm having a bit of trouble with my
Yeah, no problem.
today. If you can share shoply.com.
Yep. Give me one second.
Now, I know a lot of you have been out there sharing products. I've seen a lot of it coming up in my socials, which is great. One of the big things that we have really, really focused on fixing is the store sharing. So a lot of people were wanting to share a store in its entirety, not essentially just a product. So now, if we go to merchants up the, can I control it now, Stacey?
I think so. I gave it to you. Let's see if it works. Oh,
Let's
there you
have a
go.
look. Yes, there we go. I'm in control, guys. Exciting.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so I'm gonna take you to one of these stores. What we weren't able to do before, we were having some issues with, was share the store in the entirety. So if we're looking at Bell and Capri, it's now as simple as going to that merchant, going to their banner here, and then just hitting Facebook. And what that will do is that will load onto Facebook and where it's loading onto your Facebook, Stacey. So I won't go posting anything here. But what that has done is that has just instantly brought up on Stacey's Facebook the Bella Capri store in its entirety. So she can now flick that off to me. Stacey and I were talking about, the great mascara that Bella Capri have. So it's as simple as sending that. She can send me the store. I can then search everything in that store. Again, if you're just talking to someone about a particular product, you can go down to a particular product and you can just hit Facebook, and what you're doing is sharing that link to that particular product. So there is so much power in this, and you'll hear a little bit more and some training about the affiliate and influencer space a little bit later on the call. So I won't touch on that now, but if you are not out there doing this right now, then you're at a disadvantage. It is really important to get out there and share these things you love and get the message out there about the Shoply platform. I think coming off the back of that, the other really powerful component is the promoter packs. The promoter packs obviously, when you come in as an Influencer Pro, you get the $300 voucher. You can now go into the promoter pack section, and we've got quite a lot there, which is great. So with your $300 voucher, you can go in and you can pick your promoter pack. So let's say, I really want to focus on my health, and I'm going to Simpler Health here. So I click on buy, and what that'll do is, because we're sharing a demo model, it's not going to work there for the purpose of this, but it's as simple as, if we click on it up here, what it will do is it will load for you exactly what is in that pack. So you can see that in the Get Back to Simpler Health pack, you're going to get some clean protein bars, some WPI protein powder, and some pro and prebiotics there to really focus on clean eating and gut health. So it's as simple as hitting buy, and you can buy that pack. And then once that pack gets delivered to you, you've got products to sit there and you can do an unboxing, a live unboxing. You can talk about the products. You can go live with your experience in using those products. What you can do with one of those packs is endless. And again, we'll provide a bit of training on that later on the call. But, with the promoter pack now, you can now go in and you can change around all the filters. You can go in and pick pack variations for those vendors who are setting it up now. You can, if you've got a t-shirt that you want to put in the pack, or you may have a greens powder that is a 200 gram or a 500 gram, then you can create those variations. You can also, if there is a component out of stock, the system will alert you to that. And then you can reach out to the customer and say, look, this is out of stock. What's your next step? It just, takes away a lot of those delays. So as you can see, the upgrades and the fixes are just they're coming in daily. Every day we're getting an email in relation to this has changed, that has changed, new promoter packs are going up. So I think the really important thing now too, and it was one we were getting an awful lot of questions on, is can influencer pros from Shoply 1.0 and 2.0 purchase a promoter pack? Yes, you absolutely can, and you can do that now. You, instead of purchasing with your $300 voucher, you just purchase with your credit card. So that is great news, and I know for a lot of people is causing a lot of excitement out there. So I'm just going to bring on, we've got Craig Schultz on our call now. All of you know and love Craig. He's quite often on a lot of our calls. And, I know Craig has been out there bringing on a lot of vendors. I think Craig's probably brought on 6 or 7 vendors here in Australia, and he's been out obviously showcasing Shoply.com and everything over the last 10 days since launch. And I was only talking to Craig yesterday about the feedback we're getting from people when we're showcasing this. So Craig, I'd love you to, fill everyone in on a little bit of, the feedback you're getting when you're showcasing this out there to the masses.
Yeah, look, thanks for the invite, Rachel. But yeah, I've got another brand in the I guess chemical-free cleaning product space coming on board as soon as we finish this call as well. But what I've been really doing is lots of demos, and just on the phone, if you pull up shoply.com on your phone and you're with somebody, you just show exactly how it works. And last week I committed to go to 3 networking events with people that I didn't know. I just went. It was for entrepreneurs, etc. And I just went there to connect with people, and just in conversation, when people asked what I did, I just said, "Hey, I've just launched a new tech company into 175 markets. We help brands connect with influencers," and then I just pull it up on my phone and showcase exactly how it works. And the feedback's been phenomenal. And I've actually got 2 Influencer Pro booking demo Zoom calls next week, but being able to bring a few ecom brands on as well. And the way I'm sort of going about ecom brands in my network is really asking my community, hey, I've just launched a new tech company. I'm looking for ecom brands. Looking for more exposure and on flowing to more sales. If you know anyone, we're offering a $1 trial for 90 days, and just sort of going through my, I guess, first generation of contacts into, people that they may know that have ecom brands. So I'm probably using a bit of the old school network marketing model to do that by asking people if they know anyone who may have a brand, but getting reasonable results with that. And the most important thing is, and the thing that I've been really keen to see, is how does the tech work? And it's a very big yes. And in showcasing, people are loving what they see as well. So thanks, Rach. And yeah, if anyone has any questions or anything else, I'll just be on here to answer.
Thanks, Craig. I think that was really important for a lot of people to hear, because a lot of people are out there, doing the same, bringing on vendors, and the feedback is great. I'm just checking the Q&A for some comments here, Stace, and we've got one from Tito saying, please repeat how to share a complete vendor. I might just step through that one more time if you don't mind, and then we can move on to our special guest. All right, this one's for you, Tito. We're just going to go back to shoply.com. And I think this one is one that I received a lot of questions about, because a lot of people love to share the store in its entirety, because they may not necessarily know what product a person absolutely loves, but they know what store and the general gist of what these people love in their life. So if you're here and you're on Gully Solutions, it's as simple as this first one here. You can copy the link, So you can copy that, you can put it in an email, you can put it in a text message, you can put it anywhere you like. You can share it straight to WhatsApp. You can share it there straight to Facebook. And that last one, I think, is direct to email there.
Yep.
Yep. So yeah, it is. There's several different options there to be able to share it. But obviously, you know, the great thing there, if you're dealing with somebody in certain countries that only use certain platforms, you can just copy the link and post it into that platform, whether it be WeChat or Zalo. You know, there's so many different communication platforms out there now that you can just copy that link and post it in. So, you know, I hope that's answered a lot of those questions in the Q&A for you all. Any more, keep popping them through and we'll get them answered. But Stace, I know we have a special guest joining us tonight, so I'm going to throw to you for you to intro her. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Thanks, Rachel. All right, guys. So if you were on, I want to say, was it 2 weeks ago, Karen, that I think you got your first introduction into the world? But Karen has been a part of the heading the marketing team, specifically doing a whole lot of work in outbound communication to you guys, the email autoresponders. She's a major master and wizard when it comes to copy, when it comes to social media, and really having her pulse on what the industry looks like for affiliate influencers and that kind of marketing. And so she has been, even though you guys just met her 2 weeks ago, I think you've been around now for 4 weeks, 6 weeks ish, around there, I think.
2 days and a year. So
Yeah, which in dog years, in Shopley years is like 5 years. So she has been amazing, and you guys are going to see more and more of her. She's going to be doing some trainings for you guys here on strategy sessions, as well as once we get, you know, Shopley U up and running, she will also be helping out there. You've probably seen a kind of a revamp on our socials that has been happening kind of in the past 2 to 3 weeks as well. So that is all attributed to her. And so I'm going to kick it over to our amazing Karen, who is going to walk you through some affiliate stuff this evening and kind of give you an introduction into her world. So thanks, Karen, for being on. Over to you.
Casey. Okay, I'm going to share my screen just to make it really easy. Thanks for having me on. 2 things that are really important to know. I've had a lot of caffeine today, so I'm either going to talk really fast or be really excited, or both. I can't make any promises, but probably the fast talking will happen. So we're going to talk about affiliate marketing. So why should you listen to me? Really quickly, humbly bragging. For over 10 years, I've run my own digital marketing agency, specializing in social media, affiliate marketing, influencer marketing. I've built programs for celebrity brands, customer packaged goods, beauty, retail. I was also a 6-figure earner in the direct sales industry quite a while ago with Nick. And I've been a corporate trainer since then for many direct sales companies, specifically focusing on affiliate programs and helping them bridge that gap between network marketer and social seller. So I think something that's really unique about me is that I see all sides. I know what the brands need, I know what the affiliates want, and I know what the industry is missing. So for you guys, some of this might be review, so we're going to go through it really fast, and then we'll touch on some tips about how you can start to recruit or talk to some affiliates or get into those conversations. So some of this might be review, so just follow along with me. These are the main affiliate types. So nano influencers, about 100 to 10,000 followers, micro influencers, 10,000 to 100,000, macro, and mega. So for Shopley, one of our biggest opportunities, one of the greatest things that we get to focus on is nano influencers. And you'll see why with some statistics. But ideally, when you think about these mega influencers and these macro influencers and these big brands, they have great brand visibility. If all I wanted to do for one of my clients was just get 100,000 to 1 million impressions on something, I would be looking to make a deal with a macro or a mega influencer. But if I wanted conversions and I wanted to make sales, that's the last place that I would look. With one of the last companies I was with, we actually activated nano influencers in communities to go out into grocery stores, purchase the product, and then post about it on their social media. And not one of the people had more than 2,000 followers. And the growth that we saw was unprecedented. So when I say that the opportunity that we have with Shoply to focus on nano influencers is like no other. Not only do I mean it, I've seen it in black and white and in dollar bills. Here's some cool affiliate facts for you. Don't worry, you can screenshot this if you want to, but if not, after this, we'll make sure that you get the info. So obviously the affiliate marketplace right now is about $17-18 billion. I've seen different reports, but it's expected to grow by almost 50%, maybe 40% by 2031. So when you think about the opportunity that we have, being that it's not new, but it's expected to double in the next few years, that's pretty crazy. 65% of Gen Z say they prefer to buy from brands recommended by creators. If you don't know this, go ask your child or teenager. I don't think my daughter purchases, she's 15, I don't think she purchases anything without someone on TikTok telling her to do it. The average ROI of affiliate marketing is about $650. 74% of consumers rely on social media for purchasing decisions. I think we can all think about a time in the last week or two, especially we had Amazon Prime Days up here in Canada maybe 2 weeks ago. And I know that Zarika and I were both on a phone call. And not only did I purchase 5 chargers, but I sent the link immediately to Zarika to purchase 5 chargers. And so I think we can all think about a time in the last week or two that we've made a purchasing decision based on what someone else has posted. By 2030, 1 in 3 people will earn income from affiliate or influencer activity. So you're either going to participate in it and make money, or you are going to give someone else your money. There's really only 2 things that will be happening over the next 5 years. I talk about this a lot, the pros, and I don't need to read the entire list, but the pros of affiliate marketing are what we all got excited about network marketing, was that you can work from home. There should be no inventory. You don't have to worry about expensive shipping costs. You can take your laptop, you can work from anywhere. You can scale. The harder you work, the more money you make. You can find products that you love. You're not tied into one company, one product. You don't have to love the unicorn tears in the bottle forever and ever and ever and stand by them, right? If you love these sunglasses, you can go talk about these sunglasses, and the same time, I love this, I can go talk about this. And so one of the things I love the most about affiliate influencer marketing is there's such a genuine authenticity to it. But with that comes some of the cons. Having worked in some really big programs, it's very, very, very hard to get approved. So you can't just go to Lululemon, you can't just go to Amazon, you can't just go to most of the big companies and just start an affiliate business. There's an application process, and you have to have a certain amount of followers, and you have to have a certain amount of certain engagement, and you have to have a certain amount of posts, and then you have to look a certain way, and your social media has to look a certain way. And so you find a lot of people getting very, very frustrated or giving up before they even start. The commissions are very small. One of the last affiliate brands that I worked with, we gave on a $30 product, we gave them about $1.50 per referral, and we weren't even the lowest. And we gave no free product with that. They got a 15% discount to purchase. And we had hundreds of people applying a week to be a part of this program. And so usually you're getting pennies on the sale. Stacy and I were joking earlier about how I posted an Amazon dress and 56 people bought it. And even if I would have put a link, I think I would have made $25, not even enough for the $57 dress. There's multiple dashboards. So if you're a part of selling this affiliate program with sunglasses, and maybe your friend's got a boutique and you get a percentage there, you have multiple dashboards where you're tracking your sales. Your payouts are coming from different places. They're usually delayed 3 to 4 months. You have to use a 1099, or if you're up in Canada, a different form in order to get paid. There's payout portals. They change all the time. Sometimes those companies just forget to pay you. It happens. Or the HR department gets your application, or your 1099 gets lost. And there's low retention. You refer a customer one time, and that customer can go shop with somebody else the next time on somebody else's link. So if I referred Stacy to buy these sunglasses from me, and she goes and buys them, and I get my, $2 for her referral, The next time Stacy goes to the same boutique through someone else's link, I don't get that referral. The other girl that referred her did. Or if Stacy just goes on her own accord and shops, I don't get that referral, somebody else did. And so there's something fundamentally lacking in the industry. There's such great opportunity, but there's all these cons. And when I first talked to Nick about Shoply, one of the things that fired me up, that probably I spent talking to my husband until 3 a.m., was that they'd finally found a way to bridge the gap between the opportunity for affiliate marketing and then everything that had made it messy and hard for the average person, for the mom that shows up at school that just wants to make an extra $500 so she can buy groceries for her kids or so she can afford the vacation, right? Like she's not going to be the big Lululemon influencer. And it's been hard for people like that to participate in the industry fairly until now. So Shoply bridges the gap. Obviously, there's one platform, right? Once you join as a Shoply affiliate, one platform, one payout. You don't have to track multiple things, beg people to pay you. There's no approval. Anyone can join. The second you join, you can start sharing links. You don't have to wait for HR to approve you. You don't have to wait for your 1099 to get sent in. Join, start sharing links. The power of that is huge. Customer attribution. You'll hear us talk about this again and again. We'll probably sound like broken records because this is not normal in the industry. That I can refer Stacy to buy my glasses, and the next time Stacy comes back to Shoply and shops with anybody else, I'm going to get paid for that customer again and again and again. Though, like that in itself, if that was the only thing that this program offered, you'd blow 10 of the other programs out of the water. Fair payouts, we get paid weekly, amazing. Professional tools, which you guys haven't seen yet, but you will see. We're working on so many behind the scenes tools for affiliates, from an affiliate academy to done for you content to Canva, Canva docs, to everything that an affiliate will need who doesn't have all the experience to come in and get started from A to Z. Will be ready for them very soon. I don't want to say dates. And this is community over competition. So again, I'm not competing with Stacy. If Stacy wins, I win. We are going to have training. There's going to be Facebook groups. There's going to be encouragement. And I think we're flipping something that used to be scarcity. If she has, if she does well, I won't do well. I think here, two things can be true. Stacy can shine as an affiliate and I can shine as an affiliate. And when the Shoply marketplace grows, we all make more money. So yes, anyway, so those are some facts for you. The best way to attract affiliates is to be an affiliate. These glasses are actually sitting in my cart. I didn't just add this for fun. I love these glasses. I'm going to Mexico. I sent these to all of my friends today and said, pick your color. I don't care. I went onto my Shoply marketplace. I typed in sunglasses. I found they have these in like black, white, tortoiseshell. They're $97, great price point. I shared the link in my WhatsApp group, my We're All Going to Mexico WhatsApp group, and said, pick your color. That's it, done. And then I have to go check out. Since I told all my friends to order them, I have to order them. So I'm an affiliate. I'm just, everything that I'm telling you guys right now, I'm doing myself. And then you're thinking, great, all that information's great, Karen, but where do I find the people? And ta-da, I found them. 75.9% of the people on Instagram are nano influencers. So if you're wondering where to find the nano influencers, the small affiliates that we should be targeting, I found them. They are on Instagram. They are also on Facebook. 75.8% of affiliate marketers use Facebook to make sales. They're probably people that you already know. You're probably already interacting with them. And for some reason, we have this great fallacy that for someone to be an affiliate or an influencer, they have to be someone that posts multiple links or work with big brands, but they don't have to be. Anyone that recommends something, one product to a person one time is already influencing. And I think for many of us, we think about that person. Like I can think about, her name is Kim. I know her. This is the girl. She's the first person I'm going to sign up as a Shoply affiliate. She's coming to my house tonight. I will sign her up. I will race the rest of you after this call. But one, she already talks about products all the time. She has a t-shirt made for her for Christmas that says the greatest influencer you've never heard about. She's the hockey mom. She's not signed up to any particular program. She doesn't have a big enough following to get accepted into anything. So when I think of who I would love to partner with in Shoply, who I would love to be an affiliate on my team, it's her. Because no matter what she's recommending, it's going to be real and it's going to be authentic, and she's going to convert because she already does. So where do you find affiliates? The mom at school, the guy in the friend group, or the girl in the friend group who is always planning everything on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn. A lot of the people in the US don't know this, but outside of the United States, we don't have TikTok Shop. So for me to be able to have a product link that I can recommend, and I don't think you do in Australia either, Rachel. You don't, yeah.
No,
And
we
so I
don't.
think for us, having a platform like Shoply where we can make such large percentages back on our referrals is huge, because we don't have the opportunity to do that on TikTok Shop, and there is no time in the future that it's going to be happening. The friend who always has the best Amazon finds, your fitness friend, your foodie friend, your friend who loves skincare products. They could be 25 or 55. We all know her or him. She's the one who's like telling you about the cream and don't do this and don't do Botox. I have the fix and the best lip thing you need to sleep in. Or maybe it's your 25-year-old friend that lives at Sephora. That's who you want to do. The foodie friend, the deal finder. We put together these conversation starters with you. You do not need to live and die by them. There is a very big difference between your warm market and your cold market. And I think that in the beginning, we want to do our warm market. So these would be people who we know, they don't have to be your best friends, but they're people who are showing up when you're on your social media, or someone that you know, or if you're Craig and you're going to a networking group, the second you shake hands with someone and say, hey, to me, you're a friend, and now you're in my warm market, sorry. So you can take a screenshot of this. I'm not going to run through all of them for time's sake, because I know Nick has a lot to talk about too. But it's as simple as if I saw someone like my friend Kim make a post that says, that talks about the Amazon socks. And this is a true story. I found these Amazon dupes for Aritzia socks. Aritzia socks, if you are not a girl mom, they are $50 for 4 socks, and your daughter will lose them and her friends will steal them, and you will spend $200 a month on socks. And I found dupes for $16. Now, I'm not the only one that could find these dupes. If your friend posted these dupes, I would show up in her DMs and say, hey, Karen, I saw you shared those Amazon socks, made me think of this new shop I found. It's like affiliate links were actually easy. You totally get it. Let me share some more information. Then you send them to the survey. Hey, you're always posting about the best finds. You should seriously check out this new, it's basically affiliate marketing made simple. I'll send you the info. Here's the info. You're basically our group's Amazon guru. There's a new platform, pays you for sharing what you already post. It's super simple. I'd love to get you some info. Share the survey. I think that we don't have to overcomplicate this. And I think that you should go into every single one of these conversations assuming that it's already a yes, because we're not asking them to spend thousands of dollars to get started in a business. We're asking them to spend $10 a month to get started in a business that tracks everything for them. It's what I'm re-exciting myself again, because when I first talked to Nick, I remember being like, why wouldn't everyone do this? Like, it's so silly. And we spend all the time complicating things for ourselves when they're really so, so, so simple. I talked about this warm market versus cold market. Warm market is anyone you know that you can touch or feel, or you see they show up in your social media. Your cold market, if you want to grow from your cold market, find 10 to 20 nano influencers that you don't know and start commenting, not weirdly, commenting on their stuff on social media. And when they post a story, like their story. It's what I would do if you were a brand that had 50,000 followers. It's what I would do if I started a new social media account tomorrow. It's what I would do if Nick asked me how he could get more engagement or more followers. The rule is the same. Find 10 to 20 people in a niche or an industry you'd love to work with and make them your friend. Tonight, after this call, we're going to put a bunch of tools on Telegram. So you're going to have some videos that you can post as reels. You're going to have some Canva templates that you can pull right into your own Canva and add your own photos to them. A lot of the stats and stuff that we posted are on there. There's also there for your stories and for your feed. And there's some real templates coming as well that actually show how easy it is to add things to your cart. Or if you want to act like you posted that and that's you checking out, do it. Take it. Use it for however you can use it. So I hope that helped. We'll do more social media training as we go along. If I talk too fast, I apologize. We'll get closed caption on one day for me. And I'll kick it back to Stacy or Rachel. Rachel.
Thank you so much, Karen. That was incredible. And I definitely relate to the point about your daughter. I've got a 12-year-old daughter, and I said to her the other day, you better write me your Christmas list. You know, thinking that I still had that little girl that would write what she wanted for Christmas on her list. Instead, I got a Canva put together with TikTok links of everything that she wants. And I was just like, wow, things are really changing. And I'm a real nerd for these stats. And I know a lot of people out there on the call really, really love these stats too. So look, guys, if you have questions, jump in the Q&A and we will shoot them at Karen before we let her go. But as she said, a lot of this is going to be available afterwards. And, you know, I think I just love that presentation because it was clear, concise, and it just showed the power. Like when you look at 75% on Facebook and Instagram that are in that nano influencer space, absolutely amazing. Not even I realized it was that high. That is a very, very high percentage. And another stat I read the other day, which I absolutely loved, was affiliate marketing is expected to grow to 30 billion in the next two years. $30 billion. That is incredible. You know, you just look at that growth. So let me just check the question and answer.
Those numbers might be low when you think about what AI has done, even in the last 6 to 12 months. Like, I wonder what it's actually going to look like, how we're going to shop in the next 2 years. I think it'll be completely different, but I do think everyone is going to be looking to try to get a small percentage back and make a little bit of money that's going to add up to a lot in their bank accounts.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And you and I were talking about some content the other day, and one of the points that I really love that I think people, you know, really need to understand that is consumers don't discover products in a search bar anymore. They find them in their stories, you know, and that just goes to prove the power, you know, and why there's 75% of nano influencers on Facebook and Instagram. Now, let me just check some of these questions. We don't as such have any questions. Everyone's just going super. Can I get a copy of that? So we will we'll get that out to everyone. So thanks again, Karen. Absolute pleasure to have you on the call. Great working with you. And I think now we will move on to what's kicking off this week, which is the Merchant Development Bonus. And to take you through that is none other than the man himself, Mr. Nick Sarnicola, our co-founder. Nick, are you there?
I am. What's up? So, I purposely sat here quietly tonight. I wanted everybody to hear the combination of our 3 superstar ladies that I get a chance to work with every day. You guys hear from me over and over and over again. So I said, what if I just sat here and shut up? I wanted to say, Karen, I loved the presentation. It was intelligent. It was right on. It was well thought out. So thank you so much for what you put together. Very, very, very happy. You know, the only thing that I'll add to what Karen has said was, guys, it's $1 down and $10 a month. So you don't need a 4-hour presentation to say, hey, girlfriend, you got $1 and $10 a month. You want to make some money? That's it. Like, I think a lot of you guys are stuck stylistically in processes from 10, 15, 20, 25 years ago. You don't need a 30-minute video to sign someone up for $1. You know, you don't need your upline on a 4-hour 3-way call. You just need to hit up somebody who, you know, that is actively working online and just say, hey, we've got an awesome new marketplace that for $1, you can become an affiliate. And for 10 bucks a month, you get access to all their merchants. You get ongoing customer attribution and a one-stop shop for management tools for all the commissions you're earning across all the different, stores and all the different products. So again, I just want to give a shout out to Karen. Fantastic work. Very, very, very happy to be working with you. Well done. So guys, I'm going to wrap up tonight by just officially launching. It'll be up and live sometime in the next couple hours. But as you guys know, we've been staging the last 2 weeks it's actually 10 days to release our new merchant developer license. So effective tonight, it might not be live during this very second, but it will be live sometime on the next couple hours. Effective tonight, the ability to do merchant development as a standalone license is now a business that you can go out there and pitch and share and sell. Guys, if you're really recognizing what we're doing as a company, is we're allowing people to pick their path. Hey, do you just want to be an affiliate? Great, sign up. Hey, do you want to go out there and get businesses? Great, sign up. Hey, do you want to build a team? Great, sign up. Hey, do you just want to be a merchant? Great, sign up. Hey, do you want to be a customer reward, a rewards plus customer? Great, sign up. So we're offering the lanes. Now as a company, we got to build obviously the funnels and the marketing tools to support each lane. But we've built an ecosystem where everybody can find their path. So as a reminder, we're going to pull up a couple slides here. If you're an influencer pro, you already have the ability, you will have the ability to, let me start over. If you're an influencer pro, you can already do this, but the changes will affect you on how the money is earned if you are an influencer pro. But for those of you guys that want to go out there and refer people that just want to get merchants, they don't want to be an influencer pro, here's what you can do. For a $349 enrollment plus $24.99 a month as their subscription, a person can go out there and aggressively and assertively go get other merchants. They will be able to earn, without clicking through this, let's pull back for a second. They'll be able to earn a couple different ways. They're going to be able to earn if they refer a merchant, and whatever that merchant's license fee is, you'll be able to earn 20% of that. Well, right now the license fee is $1, so that's not really motivating or inspiring, but there might be a day where a license is $100 for a merchant, or maybe it even becomes $500 or $1,000. But right now, obviously the goal is to get as many merchants as possible, so it's $1. They also are going to have the ability to earn monthly residual income off subscription money. They'll also have the ability to earn their 3% merchant development bonus, which is 3% of the commissions that their merchants are willing to give. And lastly, they're able to earn some marketplace commissions once they develop merchants who want to also launch their own customer base as affiliates. So let's take a look back at the slide here. So you see on the right-hand side, merchant subscription bonus, store development bonus, marketplace commissions, and the other one is, like I said, the license bonus. But right now if you refer a license for $1, you're talking about 20%, you're getting 20 cents. So we didn't really list it on the slide. But when we do increase the price back of a merchant license, that 20% will kick in at $100 at 20% of $100 or 20% of $1,000 if we ever get to the point of selling that at $1,000 to a merchant. All right, let's go ahead and click the slide here. Let's give you guys a quick just overview on the math side. So what does that mean? On a subscription bonus, what that means is you can earn $40 per subscription. Again, keep in mind, right now a subscription is 3 months free. Our goal is to, as quickly as we can, get the merchant process to maybe $100 license and $100 a month, so that they can immediately earn a license bonus that week and within 30 days start to build residual income. But right now, again, we got to fill it up with merchants. So refer 10 merchants, $400 a month once those subscriptions kick in. Refer 100 merchants, $4,000 a month. What's good for you to know as an Influencer Pro is if you refer one merchant, that's $40 a month once their free timeline expires. And you're now paying for your subscription through their subscription. And then also don't forget, they get a percentage of the CV, right? So imagine you got, 50 merchants who are also doing 50K in total CV. That's $1,500 a month in store development bonus plus $2,000 in residual income. You're making $3,500 a month. So there's multiple ways here to earn. We've already talked about it a little bit over the last couple of weeks. Tonight is just the official launch. If you know somebody who only wants to go get merchants, in the next couple hours, you'll be able to sign them up to just do that. If you're an Influencer Pro, remember this automatically impacts you as it's explained here because you already can go get merchants. Any comments from the panel? Anything you guys want to say regarding our new merchant development license and everything that's launching tonight?
Hey, Nick, I just, for those that have been involved in Shoply since 1.0, this license has actually really appealed and started conversations with former people that have been involved in Shoply, and for whatever reason they've moved on. I've actually got 3 or 4 people that really love they joined Shoply for that the 3%, the store development bonus is what attracted them. They were they had fatigue for building traditional network marketing businesses, so that really attracted them to the platform. And with this new license, they could see this as a independent business model in their own right. So there's 3 or 4 people back onto the table now that didn't want to wait from 2.0 to 3.0, so from February to now, and they're ready to re-engage again. So if you have gone back and spoke to people and they didn't want to re-engage, this is a really good way to bring them back to the table as well. But again, for me, I've attracted a number of sophisticated entrepreneurs into the conversation, like agency owners, head of masterminds that again don't want to go and build a big team, but they see this. My network is full of people that have e-com brands, etc. So they're actually interested in being a merchant development store onboarding person. So it opens up a new avenue for new conversations with new people as well. So that's what I would say.
Thanks, Craig. One more, or I'll move forward. Stacy, next up, I want to launch the schedule here. Okay, let's talk about the schedule here for the next couple of days, gang. We're going to add something new this week. The goal is we want to re-record the 9-minute presentation that is on the merchant website. I'll show you where this is located here really quickly. So when you go to your merchants.com website and you see right here, this click, when you click this, a 9-minute video presentation comes up for your potential merchants. We're going to re-record it now because we got more information. We also have more B-roll footage, other things that we can add into it. So we want to give it another shot. So what this means for you is if you have a merchant that you want me to present to, again, if you have a merchant that you want me to present to, it'll be a 15-minute full end-to-end presentation that will cut down to like 7 or 8 in the video. We're going to do this presentation Wednesday at 8 o'clock. Again, Wednesday at 8 o'clock. Last time, Wednesday at 8 o'clock. If you have a merchant that you want me to present to, we're going to do it Wednesday at 8 o'clock. The intention of doing that is to reshoot the one that we just wanted to get up there temporarily. It does its job, but we want one that looks better background. And now we got more up-to-date fly-ins, etc. So I'm going to wrap up where I wrapped up last week. Hey, this is your business. How many people have you shared it with? How many affiliates have you enrolled? Have you even placed an order yet to test the order system? Have you even gone through checkout? Have you gone through the survey on Go.Shoply just to see how it works? Have you done a private presentation with your upline to invite a bunch of your guests onto a Zoom? Have you got a rewards customer yet? What is your checklist? Because I'm clear on what the work Rachel's done. I'm clear on the work Stacy's done. I'm clear on the work Karen's done. I'm clear on the work Jorge's done. I'm clear on the work that Shoply Corporate has done. I'm clear on the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours, the millions of dollars that we have spent to build a platform, to build a system, to build a technology, and to build the tools to make something successful for you. What I'm not clear on is if you're waking up each day and building your business with the same amount of intention, with the same amount of excitement, the same amount of enthusiasm, and the same amount of fire. Because it's only a matter of time, y'all, before we stumble across that group of people who really, really, really want to grab this and run, and they should be through you. You should be the people that bring those people to the table. Guys, thank you so much for your time tonight. Grateful for you as always. You got new tools. Why don't you test out some conversations around signing up the affiliates? Thank you, and we'll talk to you next Monday. Oh, excuse me. We'll talk to you Thursday if you got a merchant, or talk to you next Monday if you don't. Goodbye.
Yes.